Hey guys, Darth Cloak here, back with part 3 of our Star Wars The Old Republic Sith Inquisitor playthrough. So, it's been a couple of days since we have been on this game. Well, it's actually been, well yeah, I guess technically that's been a couple of days, because we didn't get to play it yesterday because the servers were offline for maintenance, and so that was a thing that happened. And now we are back. So yeah, I guess it's been a day or two. Anyway, so we got our ship. I did all the heroics, so now we are level 21, to quote a wee little meme. And we're doing good. So we got the static barrier. I don't know how much of this you guys have seen, but we got static barrier. So it's a shield that will help protect us for damage, which is incredibly important. There's also an upgrade that when it like wears off, it can explode to deal some damage. So I have that. So we don't have that upgrade yet, but we might be grabbing that. We got Affliction and Crushing Darkness, of course, and they're both, of course, very, very good. Anyway, so let's start off by talking with some companions. Now, it's very quiet, and the music didn't turn on because I turned off the music in my personal time when I was playing my Inquisitor, my level 70 Inquisitor, through the DLC, and because I have my music playing in the background. So, so I turned the regular game music back on, but it has yet to kick on. So hopefully we'll be seeing that sometime between now and my, the end of my life. But anyway, let's go ahead and start by talking with Kim. So, you should not have brought me here, little Sith. You may have bound my will, but such bonds can be broken, and make no mistake, I will devour you.
The more challenging, the better.
I look forward to ripping those words from your delicious throat. Oh, Kim, you shouldn't have. Please, I'm flattered. I have been watching you closely, my master. You take a casual delight in cruelty, much like the great Tulak Horde, but I think you think yourself more powerful than you actually are.
My power is greater than any of the fools that surround me.
Told you, prideful. You are still nothing compared to Tulak Horde. I was the greatest shadow assassin on Erkoop when Tulak Horde challenged me to honorable combat, claimed his victory. I followed him out of honor, out of devotion. I was his ally, not his slave.
Not many people lock their allies in stasis for centuries.
Oh! Fate is cruel. Tulak Horde promised to return, but death, the mistress of all, claimed him. But I am used to these bitter ironies. The shadow assassin is trained to laugh at life's cruelty. Oh man, who would have thought he's so sad? It's like, no, don't you worry, buddy. I know that you're upset, but we all know you love me. It's no secret. Okay, now we're gonna run and go ahead and drop off this. We have one gift to drop off. Well, actually, let's go ahead and hit this and make sure it's not a duplicate. Okay, let's go ahead and have that. We'll hold on to this for now because temporarily it's better, but I really fully expect us to just find something better before we actually make it to that. So we'll just have to see. Anyway, so I'm almost positive Balmorra is first, but hey, there's the music back on. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So let's go ahead and untrack Nar Shaddaa. And then to Balmorra!
Is that you, apprentice? Excellent. You've arrived safely on Balmorra, I see. Now, I hope you're ready to work. I've got a good idea of where the ancient artifact is on Balmorra, but it's not pleasant.
I don't have a weak stomach.
Good. This is not a task for the easily unsettled. Tulak Horde hid his artifact in a vault on Balmorra, one that was later converted by the Balmorrans into a toxic waste storage facility. But the vault was hit badly in the last war. It's now a crater filled with toxic waste. Your artifact is at the bottom.
You must have some sort of plan for how to get it, right?
Regrettably, I haven't had time to put together a plan. You'll have to figure this one out yourself. But try making contact with the Imperial Resources Officer here on Balmorra, Major Bessica. Bessica knows the planet, and he may even have a few good ideas.
You want me to work with an Imperial?
Those who succeed without the Force make up for what they lack with a certain resourcefulness. Don't write Bessica off. The Empire has its hands full, coping with a violent Balmorran uprising. Officially, they're a grassroots militia. Secretly, they have the Republic's full backing. I've informed Major Bessiker of the Republic's involvement, so he'll be better equipped to assist you. No doubt the Republic's hounds will get in your way.
Republic or Resistance, it makes no difference to me.
The Republic may claim to be virtuous, but they have a well-oiled military machine. These are not farmers waving sticks. But the war is secondary to the artifact. Retrieve the artifact and try to be discreet. We don't want the entire Sith Order chasing our prize.
True that. And the music is gone again, so that's kind of weird. Anyway, but that's it's interesting. So I feel like that even the game wants you to be like prideful. You know what I mean? Like, because you can see the dialogue is different. You know what I mean? The options are different. So it's not so much that like it's easy to roleplay to make your Inquisitor incredibly prideful, because even the game wants you to play that way. And it's interesting because if you compare the two sets of dialogue between the Inquisitor and the Warrior, the Sith Warrior, it's so different. Like with the Warrior, it's much more of like a warrior's point of view, where it's actually about a fight and such things. But it's very much about fighting. It's like about the brute strength and stuff. And there is pride, and there is like a pride aspect to it, but the difference in with this character, even her being like, non-Sith or beneath me, that type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a prideful point of view, and I think it's interesting, because, like, even the game wants you to be prideful. Like, it's even in character for the game, because there's so much dialogue where everything you could say, this is beneath me, it doesn't matter, like, nothing is as powerful as I am, that type of thing. It's like, it's all in character, so it's really fun because even the game wants it to be real. So I was like, thank you. Also, this music is popping right now. This feels so epic. Aha! It's just like, I am coming, you Imperial dogs. It's so cool right now. Jamming out to this orchestra piece. Although, actually, really quick, we need to see something. So first, I bought some more stuff with my other character. I picked up all of these little social emotes. I picked up the last one, was I think the last thing that I bought. I think that was the only new one. And I am looking into trying to get some more companions, like HK and stuff. I'm looking into getting some more stuff with them, so maybe if we're lucky, we can get something fun. Some new companions, we'll have to see. But really, the other thing I wanted to see is for my own question. Okay. I'm with it. Interesting. Okay, so we might not be romancing anyone this time, because one of them is okay, but I don't really feel any romantic draw to him, so our romantic option we probably won't be romancing anyone in this one either. So that's, kind of unfortunate, right? Because, like, romance is fun, but alas, I do not think we will be romancing anyone in this one. In this one, either, our knight didn't romance anyone either, if memory serves. So, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's go ahead and pop in here. Hello?
There's something of great value in one of the hazard vaults. The one that was blown open. I heard you could help.
Who's this? Sith? And an alien at that? It's a real pleasure. I have a son on Korriban, It's a tough war you're walking into. We're fixing blasters with adhesive tape. But we'll help you any way we can. Now, let's see. A blown open vault. Captain, do we still have those pumps?
Sir, if this is the vault I think it is, it won't be that easy. The fumes alone have put men in the medical center.
I need to get to the bottom of that pit.
We need some way to make this pit less deadly. Tell me, Captain, is there nothing that can survive the toxic waste?
Well, nothing grows there, sir. But there are the colicoids.
Colicoids? What do those bugs want with toxic waste?
Food, sir. Our surveillance satellites have recorded them feeding on the toxic waste. We suspect they've been designed to eat it.
So, how do I become a colicoid?
Sir?
No, Captain. She's right. To get to the bottom of that pit, she'll need to become like the colicoids. There must be a way for you to take on the colicoids' resistance, so you can enter the vault. Captain, where were these creatures created?
Well, I can't say for sure, but There's a research lab not far from here that was overrun with colicoids as soon as the Balmorrans abandoned it. But the colicoids are vicious creatures. Just one of them tore apart a whole squad.
I think I can handle a few bugs.
If you can get into that lab and find out the colicoid secret, we'll do what we can to get you into that toxic pit.
Sir, even if we find out what causes this resistance, we don't have the...
We'll worry about that later. Right now, our Sith friend has to get into that lab and find out what the Balmorrans did to those creatures.
Well, there you go. I don't understand why Kem didn't like that, but it also doesn't matter because I'm like, well, whatever. I'm playing this character the way we're gonna play him, bro. You don't have to like it. Now, we also have a mail, but of course I didn't read anything while we were offline. So let's go ahead and go take a peek at that real quick. Really quickly. You just got a letter. You just got a letter. You just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Alright, yeah, I'm dumb. I don't care. Alright, from Lord Zash, tidying up. Apprentice, consider yourself lucky I didn't ask for your help in clearing out Darth Scotia's chambers. The amount of sheer clutter in here is staggering. It'll take me at least a week to sort everything out. I dare say this is one of the less glamorous aspects of seizing a rival's power base. There are plenty of treasures to be found here, however. Given your pivotal role in Scotia's demise, it's only fitting you receive some of the spoils. Enjoy. 290 credits. Thanks, Mom. Alright. It's like, gee, you shouldn't have. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the map so I know... Alright, let's say we're going to have to travel, and it's not wrong. Alright, let's go. I will see you guys at our first objective. Alright, there we are. So, we're not quite there yet, but I wanted to talk while we were walking our way there. Okay, proof that I'm smarter. Looking at the map here. So, the speeder told me to go to this one, to this, like, because there's a whole bunch of speeders all over the place, but one of them goes here, and then one of them goes, like, a little more, so it's up the cliffs. Well, the speeder wanted me to go up the cliffs, but I'm like, there's one lower, and that looks to be, like, lower to me, so odds are it'll be the lower one. So I went to the lower one, because I thought it was right, and I was right. I just like being, I just, you know, like proving myself smarter than the actual automated speeder thing. Anyways, so today we will be recording this part, and then we will be recording part 1 of our new B game. I don't know what it is yet. I still haven't totally ironed it out yet. I'm still going back and forth. There's one series there's one game I'm thinking about starting, but the thing is, I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but the thing is that it is a series of games. It's 3. It's 3 games, one of my favorite series of games ever. The problem is that it's a large time commitment. I was basically last night I was doing some figuring out. Oops, wrong button. I was doing some figuring out, trying to figure out, like, approximately how long it would take me to get through all 3 games, and it's a long time. So the thing is that I'm a little worried about diving into it, because if I was able to actually find a way to get some money enough to get the DLC for Dragon Age Inquisition, then that's what I want to jump into, because technically we did Origins and 2, and I am dying to play Inquisition on my channel, but the problem is I can't, as I don't want to do it until we have the DLC. So it's sort of weird. And so because of that, if I was unexpectedly somehow got some money, then I really don't want to commit to like doing this giant series that we might be doing, you know, forever, when we might, if we got money, then that means we'll be locked into this long series, and we might not be able to do the Dragon Age Inquisition for very long, you know what I mean? And so that's a problem. Yeah, it's a problem. So that's what we're arrived at, right? So the dilemma is that if I don't do it, then I could do something shorter. Now I'm not entirely sure what that shorter thing is, but technically we could do something shorter if, you know, that if I didn't want to commit to the longer series. I'm not entirely sure what that shorter thing is, but I don't know, man. It's weird trying to balance it all. Like, I don't know what the right decision is. I don't know, man. Just frying this. It's so weird to play this character after playing my level 70, because it's so much. The abilities, a couple of them are different. They're all like, the abilities are different, and how I hit the abilities is different. So it's kind of weird. Alright, anyway, really quick, I have to alt-tab and make sure my computer's not doing anything in the background. Alright, we are back. Sorry, there was something going in the background. Shocking, I know. And explains to because a couple of my frames weren't quite as good as I would have liked them to be, so I was hopeful that something was going on. And sure enough, Windows Search was running. Shocker. Google Chrome is such a giant piece of garbage. Ugh. It's too bad, though, because it used to be really good. Alright, the terminal shows a log of the work done on the colicoids and the toxic wastes. Progress in the experiments is not going without a hitch, but we seem to have overcome the initial obstacles we faced when we started. Recently, Team 5 reported that the subjects responded positively to the waste from the hazard vault. Our only remaining concern is that the casualty rate seems to have gone up in this round of testing. So far, we've lost 2 of our best scientists, 3 research assistants. At this rate, we almost can't afford to be successful. At any rate, I have recorded the formula for the chemical compound that has thus far produced the best results. I have also deprogrammed its structure and how I believe it interacts with the colicoid cell structure and the toxic waste. Hopefully, he said something I accidentally skipped it. The remaining of the log is a series of chemical formulae and scientific jargon. But the point is, we got it. And now we can teleport back. Okie dokie. We are back. Let me just... Someone else has a lizard just like mine. Although it looks like a slightly different color than mine. Anyway. Alright. Oh, Major. I'm back.
Major, if we don't get those supply vehicles...
My men are working on it, sir, but until that shipment of plasteel I requested 3 months ago comes in...
I don't care. Tear it off the walls if you have to.
It's not wise to keep a Sith waiting.
Don't worry about the Colonel. He's loud and impatient, but we all are these days. What with the supply shortage. Now, did you manage to find anything out of the lab? Captain Ilon and I have been doing our own research, but we haven't discovered much.
A lot of data there. Not sure how useful.
Have a look at this, Captain. I can't make head or tail of it.
This confirms our suspicions. The colicoids were being mutated to clean up the waste, and it looks like the chemical mutagen they were using could theoretically work.
Well, that's it. That's our solution, right? We just replicate this chemical mutagen.
Sir, there's a problem. Our chief scientist defected to the Republic a few months back. We can't begin to replicate, let alone test the serum without him.
I guess we need to undefect him.
Undefect indeed. You certainly have a way with words, Sith.
The scientist's name is Yanis Tirek, and he's still on Balmorra, in a Republic research base out near the Toxic Lakes.
All right, Sith. It looks like you have your next objective. You find this scientist, you subdue him, my men will bring him back, and we'll get you your chance to swim in toxic waste.
Consider it done.
Oh, and Sith, hurry back. I just got word that my son passed his trials on Korriban and is on his way to Balmorra. I don't want you to miss him.
Yes, of course. Wouldn't want to have missed my perfect social call. Alright, we got our better focus, which it actually is better. Sweet. Alright, let's roll. Come on, Chem. I don't have time to wait for you, you fool. Alright. Whoa! That was weird. Teleported around. I was like going this way, then suddenly I was backwards. Okay. Good up on our little lizard here. Figure out where the frick we're supposed to go. Anyway, I'll head to our next objective and I'll see you there. Okie dokie. Here we are at our first objective. It looks like it's back there, so we'll be slaying our way through these pathetic resistance people. Get 'em. Dead. Well, now I have to kill him. There's a bonus objective. Now everybody has to die. Seriously, Chem? Sorry, just kill him already. Alright. That's trash. Nope, don't do that. That's a gift. And armor that I can't wear. Go ahead and top off my health. Look for more idiots to slay. You just get that one. I don't know. I see you hiding over there in the corner, bro chacho. Alright, there's 7 of 10. Let me just slide that over. Let's see here. Aha! There's a few more. Yeah, just get that one, I'll get this one. You think you can just appear whenever you want, huh? Dead. As usual. I had to hold Chem's hand. Okay. Looks like this is the oldest one. Alrighty, we done diddly-did. Oh wait, no, we only have 9 of 10. We missed one. Apparently one of those guys don't count. Probably the guys that appear probably don't count. I just need... Is there guys like in the tents, maybe? Nope. Let's see here. Dagnabbit. I need but one more. Let's see. Aha! There's some. Hey, you. I need you to die. There we go. Now we got our bonus objective. There you go, Chem. You got a kill. I hope you're proud. There we go. Now we got our bonus objective. Okay, let's find this scientist guy.
Well, well. I should have known Bessaka wouldn't let me go without a fight. But sending a Sith seems a bit like overkill. Are you here to kill me, or are you going to torture me first?
Thanks for reminding me.
No, listen. I won't be scared into returning. I risked my life to come here. Being an Imperial scientist, it's a fate worse than death.
Don't you think you're being a little dramatic?
I won't go back to that place. You don't know what it's like. We're not expected to be men. We're machines, slaving day in and day out. No intellectual freedom, no creativity. I'm tired of building killing machines. I want to do some good for humanity. I can't go back there.
We'll see how you feel after this.
Damn Sith! Gah! You'll have to kill me. I'll never return to the Empire willingly.
I know just when to stop.
Ah!
Sith, Major Bessaka sent us in after you to collect the scientist.
Just make sure he doesn't try to run.
Of course, we'll see you back at Sobrik.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate the assistance, even though your little weird sort of half mustache thing kind of makes me want to light myself on fire. But, you know, what are you going to do?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sure you're very busy. Congratulations, by the way. I heard that you found our scientist. We'll whip up that serum and get you into that toxic waste pit in no time. But there's a problem, and I need your help.
Just have the serum ready for me.
You'll get your serum, but you need to help me. It's my son. He arrived shortly after you left for the research facility, but then he went after some holocron, he called it. A few minutes ago, I got what I think was a distress call from him. He's in trouble.
He can handle himself.
Look, I didn't want to have to do this, but it sounds like I have no choice. This is my son we're talking about, and if you want your serum, you'll save him.
Have you forgotten who you're dealing with?
I have pull in important circles, and my brother is a higher-ranking Sith. You'll listen if you know what's good for you. All this time you've been running around, we've been fighting a war. I've been more than happy to help, but not at the expense of my son's life.
It's your grave, Major.
Save your idle threats. You won't get your serum without me. We narrowed the origin of the distress call to an abandoned building near the Republic Crater outpost. I'm guessing the Republic's captured him, which means a lot of fighting to free him. Good luck.
Uh-oh. Someone just signed a death warrant. Nobody twist my Sith's arm. Oh, man. She's not going to tolerate that kind of disrespect. Also, we got to Dark Side 1. Be still my beating heart. Alright, now the question is my saber still red? Yes. Do it. Alright. Now, I think we'll... How much is it to pull this out? 15 credits, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna remove the crystal from that. That way we can sell it. And we're gonna hold on to that. We're gonna hold on to the crystal just in case. Because eventually I'll come across a saber that that isn't red. And I want to be ready for that moment. So I can make it red. Okay. I will head to our next objective, and to apparently save this dude's son. And let me tell you, the Major is going to be in some serious trouble. Because after I save his son, I'm going to come back, and once he gives me the serum, I'm going to kill him for sure. Anyway, see you guys at our next one. Alright, so we are back really quick. I just wanted to let you guys know, so we got a new combat proficiency point. I just picked up the damage reduction, because any damage reduction is a great thing. Also, now that we have a new title, let's go ahead and switch to the Vicious, because it sounds cooler than the Illustrious. So, just wanted to let you know that I did switch. I also would love to get out of Club Penguin. There's only freaking 5 of them, so that's not very helpful. Anyway, alright, now I will see you guys at our next objective. Okie dokie, there we are, just at the entrance there. You can see our objective is right there, so we'll just go around here, we'll go down one little layer here, and then that'll be where it's at, so. Close enough. Die. Well, a bonus objective. We will do our best, we'll do our darndest to get that. Luckily, we'll be killing a lot of guys just on the way in. Also, Kevin Vol wants to talk at some point. Alright, so obviously it's a little framey because it's looking at all of this, so it's having to look at a lot. So obviously it's a little framey, but just give it a minute, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it, it'll be great. There we go, see, it's already smoother because there's less to look at. Okay, so, okay, see, it's actually the 7 of 15, it's actually for this, because there's a heroic in the bottom of this, so we actually don't technically have to worry about it yet, because we'll be back when I do this heroic, so I actually don't need to worry about that yet, because I'll be getting those kills on the bottom. Although at the same time, we could get a few more. Problem is, there's not enough for me to grab them here, so let's at least run inside our objective first. Firstly, let's run inside here. Alrighty. Let's see. So I looked over. Hang on. I keep looking over. My OBS keeps flashing something at the bottom. Some little message about something being overloaded. Freaking me out, man. Alright. Go get the one in the back. I'll get these guys. It's probably freaking out because there's, like, lots to look at. My computer's like, boo. Oh, there's a bonus objective in here, too. What luck. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is after this recording's over, I'm going to turn off Windows Search permanently, and we'll see if that makes a better difference, because Windows Search supposedly makes it faster, but man, it's because Google Chrome has like 15 processes open or 18 processes open at any one time. I mean, it changes, but it always has a lot of processes open, so it sucks because you're using like, you know, 40% of my memory just to, I think it's memory, just to run like a search engine. It's ridiculous. And so it sucks my computer dry. And of course I don't have Chrome open right now because my computer certainly wouldn't handle all that crap at the same time. But it's just it's ridiculous because Windows Search always turns on even when you're not using it at all. And so it just bogs down your computer all the time. And the other problem is on top of Google Chrome kind of being a piece of garbage, Windows 10 kind of sucks too. Windows 10, it just runs all this stuff like in the background, and like it has these weird glitches that apparently no one has bothered to try and fix. Because, like, you know, as an example, Oh, we already got my bonus objective. That was easy. But anyway, as an example, the Windows search is constantly turning itself on and killing your computer speed, and that it's incredibly annoying. And super fetch is this I don't know what it does, but I do know it murders your computer speed for no reason. And so every time you restart your computer, you have to turn that off. You're constantly having to fight Windows search. Like, there's so much crap that. And then, like, the reason I say Google Chrome's a piece of crap is because it sucks a lot of your power just having it on in general. So you're constantly having to turn off Windows search all the time, like I've said. But the other thing is that if you have any kind of theme attached to it, then it glitches it out so that I can see my background, even though like on the edges of the browser, even if it's full screen. And like, it's just, if you have any theme at all, you have to go default if you don't want that to happen. And it sucks having this plain white Google, like, you know, having this plain white thing when you could have like any kind of really cool theme going on instead. It's retarded. So anyway, my little rant is over. Sorry guys. It's just so annoying. It's just so irritating. So after this is over, I'm probably gonna permanently turn off. I'm probably permanently going to turn off, what's it called? Probably going to permanently turn off Windows search, and then if Google Chrome continues to be a piece of garbage, I might just switch browsers entirely. I don't want to necessarily, but man, like, I don't know what I would try. I would hate to try Internet Explorer, because I've heard really bad things about that, and I certainly don't want to use Bing. Is like Firefox? I don't know. So I don't know. We'll have to look into it. I might have to use freaking Windows or you know, Internet Explorer, which kind of makes me. It's such a meme. You know what I mean? Anyway.
The old man sent you for me, didn't he? He must have gotten my distress signal. I guess he's good for something. He kept talking about some Sith he was working with. He didn't mention you were a filthy alien.
He didn't mention you were an insufferable fool.
Watch your tongue, scum. Now get me out of here.
Give me one good reason.
My master's powerful. I'm sure you've heard of him. Lord Esdras. He won't be happy if I don't come back alive. My master sent me here for a holocron the Republic dug up someplace or other. I've got the holocron, now all I have to do is get out of this place.
What purpose does this object serve?
It's not the holocron itself that's special. The holocron's a map. It's supposed to point to a powerful weapon of the dark side that's hidden here on Balmorra. The weapon's mine if I find it, which I will, now that you're here to free me.
Thank you for telling me all about this lovely new toy.
If you plan on taking that weapon, you're going to have to fight me first.
Oh my gosh, my little lizard's sitting on the console. That's so funny. Anyway, like, yeah, I'll open it just so I can cut your face off, bro. Zap. That's so he can't just smack me out of the gate. Ken Vol goes flying. Just. Ah! I would use some of my more powerful abilities, or like hit myself with like recklessness or whatever, but there's literally no point at all. And what an idiot. He told me about the holocron while he's still inside the cage. Like, what a retard. Like, are you really under the impression that I was going to let you out? Like, that I'll be like, you know, okay, or whatever. Just like, why would I? It's just like, that's just like, that, he's an idiot, okay? And I'm not worried because my master is a Darth, and his master is only a Lord. You'll notice that. So it's just like, you know, see, my master outranks yours, so no, I'm not actually scared of you. It's just like, and even if I wasn't with my character, she's not scared of anything. Even if she should be, she feels no fear, and she just has no, like, she's just like, she's not scared of crap. So even if you know, his master was something that I should be scared of, my character would be like, I ain't scared of nothing, bro. Anyway, so this weapon of the dark side is right up here, so we're not going to totally leave this area, because obviously I could just teleport out, but we're not going to teleport out yet, just because we are going to, just because the weapon is right over here, right over the hill here, so it does seem like a waste. Let's see. Got those. Okay. Like I said, I'll be back for this, so there's no reason to even worry about getting the bonus objective yet. Because I'll be back. Oh, it's funny now that I'm literally 1 kill away. Like, that's pretty funny. Okay, screw it. I'm 1 kill away. It's gonna bother me now because I'm so close. Just run and I'll hit this guy right on the ledge here. It just seems like, I mean, I wasn't worried. Like, when we were only halfway there, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna go out of my way to get this because I'll get it later. But now that we're 1 kill away, now I can't leave it alone. So, see, there you go. There's our bonus. There's our bonus objective. There we go. Alright, now I feel better. Now we can leave. We can even jump on our lizard for added speed and mobility. Haha! Yeah, so after we finish the recording here, we're not there yet. I'm just thinking about what we're doing later. But, well, after we do this, then we will, I'll figure out some computer stuff in the background, because my OBS keeps telling me that the encoder's overloaded or something, and so it's because my computer's struggling to handle all this crap, which is, you know, kind of pathetic. But so yeah, I will do some computer stuff really quick. I'll try just switching off internet search period first, and if it comes down to it, I'll switch explore you know, internet browsers in general. I wouldn't prefer to because I have a lot of tabs and bookmarks and stuff, but I will if it comes down to it. Anyway, and so, but we will initially just try switching off internet you know, Windows search permanently, and we'll see if that makes the difference, and see if that, you know, screws everything up. But once that is over, then I will eat something, and then I'll record part 1 of our new B game. I don't know what it is. I will have to, of course, make that decision pretty quick here, but then we'll do that. Alright, we got Force Slow, which, you know, it does a tiny bit of damage, and it slows them down, but it's not incredibly good, so I'm going to move that over there so I know that it's not very good.
Here you go.
Alright. You think the Major's going to be upset that I killed his son for no reason?
Stay back, Sith. I said stay back, and don't lay a hand on me. I know what you did. We had an agent in that outpost, and he reported everything. I told you you wouldn't get your serum if you didn't help. And you killed him!
You don't know who you're dealing with.
You're nothing but a cold-blooded murderer! You enjoyed killing him, didn't you? Didn't you?
To be honest, I've had better.
I knew it! You're sick! Sick! Please, just tell me one thing. Why? Why did you have to kill him? We have hollow images of the cell. The controls were right there. You could have freed him. You would have gotten your serum. Why?
He would have done the same to me.
No, he wouldn't have. He was a good boy. And I trusted you with his life.
Your son was a disciple of the dark side. He knew what that meant. And he certainly wasn't a good boy.
You evil, wretched, bloodthirsty... I'll kill you! I'll kill you! You'll never get your serum because I'll kill you!
Yeah, he's upset. My character's like, boo. Honestly, I've had better. It's like, yeah, in Kem I got some disapproval, but like I said, I don't care. I'm playing the way I play. Kem is just there. Like, a lot of the time we get along, but he has like, some of his dialogue is so finicky that it's like kind of hard to manage. So it's just like, I don't know what you want from me, man. So I just play how I play. The companions can suck it.
Whoa there, Sith. Calm down. I've got your serum right here.
Now, maybe the Major deserved what he got. Who am I to say? But there's no reason to do anything rash.
Obey or perish.
Look, I see where you're coming from. I do. You have big plans, and the Major got in your way. Fine. So please don't take it the wrong way when I tell you. This plan of yours is completely insane.
Okay, so two things. One, he's probably right. This plan is incredibly insane. But also, look how good I look in the red light, though. I look so sexy. I'm so sexy. Sorry.
It's too late to worry about that now. I need to know if it will work.
Look, go ahead. Take the serum. Take it.
You better cooperate quickly. I'm in a bad mood, carrying my lit lightsaber, staring at him menacingly.
The serum should give you resistance to the stuff in the blown-out vault. But there's also a good chance the serum will kill you. I mean, it was designed for colicoids, not humans.
I'll consider myself warned.
All right, fine. Here you go. It's only a limited number of doses, and like I said, I'd use it sparingly if I were you. You'll have to fight past the main Republic base to get to the vault, but seriously, whatever the Republic throws at you, the colicoids will be worse.
I must take my leave of you.
Yes, my lord. Good luck.
So I didn't kill him because it kind of feels like there's no point, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get anything out of it. So it's just like, it seems stupid to just, like, cut his face off for no reason. Plus, then he might have use later. Like, you know, he's a doctor. He's a wise guy or whatever, or he's a scientist, I guess. You know, he's a smart dude. He might come in handy later. And that's the Sith way, you know? I mean, that's like the good Sith, the smart Sith way, is to preserve what could be useful later. And that's straight, and all the best Sith were like that, okay? Because only, you know, freaks just kill people for no reason. Like, only bloodthirsty maniacs kill people for no reason at all. You know what I mean? And, like, the good Sith knew that you didn't just kill what could be useful later. You know what I mean? That it's not just, it's like, yeah, it's, you kill what, I mean, you're not scared of killing anything. It doesn't bother you to kill anybody. But the fact is, there has to be a purpose. And all of the good Sith thought that. Darth Bane is a great example for all of you actual, you know, real Star Wars fans, not looking at you, Disney. And all of you real Star Wars fans know that, like, Darth Bane, for instance, was really behind that. Like, that was very much his idea, his, like, thought process, which is like, look, I'll kill anyone, and I'm not scared of killing anybody. He's like, but there's gotta be a point. He's like, you know what I mean? He's just like, it's stupid to just kill someone for no reason. So anyway, I'm behind that too, because I'm like, that makes sense. I can do that. And with my character, I mean, she's more inclined to just kill people than maybe Darth Bane was. But because my character, I mean, we've talked about it, but she has a serious pride problem. She's very, very prideful and very, very stuck up in some ways. Like, not stuck up like, you know, like stupid. She's like stuck up in like a, you know, I am better than everyone around me type of thing. And she tends to have no fear because she thinks that she's a goddess among men type of thing. And so, you know, that kind of stuck up, right? And so she's more inclined to just kill someone who looks at her wrong or kill someone who insulted her. Like, that's very much more her thought process, and rather than anything else. But still, that she does lean towards it. Like, there's no reason to kill the doctor because he might come in handy later, and he's smart enough to know to not cross her, unlike the Major, who didn't have any self-preservation. But anyway, I will head towards our objective, and I will see you guys momentarily. Alrighty, here we are. We've arrived at the Vault 305 at the pit. Are you sure it's wise to swim in this substance? An excellent thought. So, fun fact. Way back in the day when I started playing this game, and I was barely here, and I think this was it was my first time playing the Sith Inquisitor phase. I always have this weird flashback that whenever I'm here and whenever I'm at this mission. Because when I got here, I did not realize, like, anything over here wasn't a thing yet. You know what I mean? You couldn't teleport to heroics. None of that. It was not nearly as optimized as it is now. It was also a lot harder than it is now. But I did not know you could, like, nothing over here was ever a thing at the time. And so you couldn't click on this, or like you could, but I didn't know. And so I was not eligible for the phase, and I spent like an hour or something, like running around, looking up on things on the internet, trying to figure out why the heck I was not able to get inside this phase. Because my mission was here, but I was not smart enough to know that you could just run over and click on this, and that's what you need to get inside. So whenever I'm at this mission, I have this weird flashback, and then I finally saw it, that it's like injected. I'm like, okay, well, how do you inject it? And then I saw it over here, and then I think what I did is I actually opened this, and then I clicked on mission items, and then there it was, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you can do that? And I was so pissed off. I spent so long just like trying to get in. It was ridiculous. But anyway, so whenever I do this mission, I have this sort of this flashback of being stuck at this part for like an hour trying to figure out why I couldn't get in. And it's interesting now because now I'm like, it's the simplest thing in the world. Like, what's so hard about that? But, you know, at the time I was a wee little lad. I mean, you know, I wasn't very young. I was new at this game. And I don't know, what, a teenager? I'm trying to think how long I've been playing this game. A long time. I've been playing this game a lot of years now. 7 years, maybe? I don't know. I've been playing this game a long time. And so, I don't know. I was, you know, a teenager or something. A late teenager. Probably. Something like that. Yeah, I really don't know off the top of my head, but I know I've been playing this game a long time. Very long time. And hey, look how far it's come, and look how far I've come. Alright. Up. I think I am supposed to go down there. Yeah, I am. Da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum. Alright. Go get him, Kim. Yeah, the game used to be so much harder. Oh my gosh, though. I remember doing this mission and dying against the Colicoid Queen that we're about to fight up here. I remember fighting her and just dying. And I remember actually getting in here and just dying so many times because the Colicoids were so strong. Yeah, the game used to be really hard. Like, there used to be a lot of parts in the story that I mean, it wasn't as easy as it is now. You had to do all the missions all the time. And even, like, story stuff was hard. Like, you just died a lot, just incessantly. Constantly dying. It was just bad news bears. I didn't hit it because I know that they disappear. That's the reason I hadn't hit my stuff yet. Cam is apparently not smart enough to get over here. There he is. But anyway, I remember just back in the day, it was so hard. It was so hard. What else used to be really hard in this game? There used to be a lot that was really difficult. You just died all the time. Oh my gosh, though, in the Sith Warrior story, like one of the hardest things in the game at the time, even on top of heroics, was in the Sith Warrior story when you kill Jace's like former mentor, not like her master, like, you know, not the guy that you turn to the dark side and he gets tortured or whatever, not him, but the one on Tatooine in the desert. That guy and his apprentice was the hardest thing ever. You always had to have people with you. You could not solo it. And I remember doing it as a Marauder and even as a Juggernaut later, I think, at one point as a Juggernaut. And just died incessantly, just over and over and over and over. Oh my gosh, yeah, the game used to be so hard. It used to be so hard. It was just so difficult. Level 23. Anyway, but yeah, I remember that too, and now you just dumpster everything. There's only a few, even heroics aren't very hard. They're just time consuming because everything has a lot of health. But I remember that these days that nothing's very hard. The hardest thing in today's is the Voss heroics. The Voss heroics are really, really hard. There's several of them that you just die. You just die. It's so annoying. But yeah, and these days the Voss heroics are hard, and there's a few heroics on Belsavis which are unpleasant. Gotta get closer. There we go. But anyway, there's a few heroics on Belsavis which are pretty brutal. Yeah, Belsavis has a few of them. The hardest ones are probably Voss. And so yeah, today there's a few planets with a couple of, you know, kind of crazy heroics, but nothing's hard the way it used to be, though. I sound like an old man. Now that I'm looking at this, like, oh my gosh, I've been playing this game so long, I sound like an old man. Sound like, oh yeah, back in my day, the game used to be so much more difficult. Bugs. Dead. Yeah, just not hard at all, dude. Just not hard at all. I didn't even worry about my health. Like, I was watching it, of course, making sure nothing goes wrong, but, like, the only reason I got wounded that much is because I wasn't trying that hard to dodge anything. You know what I mean? Like, if I was, I could have. There's ways I could have preserved my health a little better, but I just didn't care. It just didn't matter. Here I am, the dark side artifact. Gather the dark side. I'm like, I am a servant of the dark side. Give me your artifacts. Lightning. I like how the music is all like evil Sith. I look pretty hardcore though, just like levitating in the air with like my eyes glowing and lightning cascading around me. So awesome. I'm thinking that we might save and get that other outfit, the Inquisitor outfit that we saw at the Legacy vendor that I liked. I think we're gonna get that at some point. It'll be a while because everything on there was like in the 200,000 to 250,000 range, so it's all gettable. But I'll have to get that amount over and over and over. But so probably by the time we're in like chapter 2 or probably chapter 2 is when we'll have enough money and we'll make money fast enough to realistically get that. Start picking up those pieces, but eventually we'll have it.
Sith, I mean, my lord. I mean, Major Illand here, sir.
Got a promotion, huh?
Yes, thank you. Got Major Bessic's old job. Yes, as the new resources officer here on Balmorra, I just wanted to apologize for the behavior of the late Major Bessica. His son's mission was not a military matter, and the Major had no right to demand your valuable time in that way.
I couldn't agree more.
I just hope you remember my role in helping you find what you were after.
As long as you're loyal, you'll be rewarded.
I never neglect to repay a service rendered.
You'll always be welcome here on Balmorra, sir.
A Sith is welcome wherever she goes.
Absolutely. No question of it. It's a pleasure to serve.
Oh, he's gonna go far. I like him already.
Good luck with whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, he's gonna go far. I like him already. I was like, that's just so funny. All right, so now we're at a moral dilemma. So I thought about this. I realized that odds are we'll finish this planet long before our time is up. So here's what I'm thinking. I have two options. We're at a crossroads. Two options. Option A is because we are up one. So option A is that we don't worry about it. We just drop all these missions, and then we'll go to Nar Shaddaa next. And then we'll hit the Nar Shaddaa story or get as far as we can with time, and then I'll hit all the Nar Shaddaa heroics. That's option A. Option B is we could just head to Nar Shaddaa, and then afterwards I'll hit these heroics and the Nar Shaddaa heroics. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to just drop these missions. Because, yeah, I'm just thinking about like all these heroics that are just so bad. Plus, considering our other option is to hit these and immediately hit all the Nar Shaddaa heroics, it's just like, it's enough to bring a man to tears. So anyway, we will just drop those and we will just... Oh, that's actually a fine idea, but I don't think I have enough money to buy my... Yeah, alright. I do technically, yeah, I don't have quite enough money to buy it anyway, plus I'm saving. There's some other things I want more, so it's not that big a deal, right? Because I can just teleport to Sobrik and then go into the spaceport, so it doesn't matter. But, and that's actually an okay idea, because I was gonna look and see if I could find the companion customization vendor for the Imperial side. I know where it is on the Republic side, but I wanted to look on the Imperial side. Now, I already know what I'm gonna buy Kem, what his armor looks like, but I just wanted to look and see if on the Imperial side, if it's like in the main city. Well, if it is, it's not. Social items. Companion customization. Okay, we're gonna make a quick pit stop. A quick little pit stop here. I just wanted to see what other options were, mostly for the Imperial side. And now that I have that ability to give people the companion customization, I want to take advantage of it. Alright, so it's in the cantina, so you'll just go right here. Anyway, so quick little story time. Occurs to me that I actually have a story to share that I think is fun. And I mean, well, it wasn't fun at the time. But anyway, so I have mentioned that I work out. Now, I am not in shape, and that's the reason I work out. is because I have never done any kind of exercise like consistently before, and my weight shows it. Now, I'm not like morbidly obese or anything. I just have a little bit of a gut, and I would love to get rid of that. So I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to watch what I eat, and I'm trying to be better about all of that stuff, because historically I have never managed it before. So I'm trying to get in shape, and there is actually another reason that I'm getting in shape. Well, actually, this might be a good time to talk about this. I'm just going to do this for my entertainment as we talk here. Okay, so in a couple of months, at the end of March, so March is my birthday. I turn 26, I guess. I turn 26 at the end, towards the tail end of March. Well, my parents, lovingly enough, are taking both of my sisters and I on a cruise. And I have never been on a vacation, like any kind of real vacation before, and I've certainly never been on a cruise and never on a boat. And I've never left the country. So it's a lot of firsts for me. But I'm going on a cruise. It's going to be great. We're going to the Caribbean, and we'll be stopping by like Cozumel, Mexico, and it's 9 total days gone. I think it's 7 days at sea and like 2 days to travel here and there. So I think we'll be gone a total of 9 total days. So obviously my content will be, I won't be there because I'll be in the Caribbean on a boat. But anyway, that still sounds funny to say. But anyway, so I'm trying to get in shape for that because it's pretty standard that you pretty much gain 10 pounds on a cruise, because a cruise is just like a buffet that never ends, right? And so there's a lot of eating on a cruise. So I'm trying to get in shape because I don't want to come back on top of my weight, which already isn't great, which already is pretty not great. I don't want to be 10 pounds heavier on top of that. So that's why I am working out, and I wanted to bring up the cruise now, so that way it's not an incredible surprise. And I'll mention it a few times, and obviously we have pretty much 2 months until that hits. So obviously it's not like, it's not like tomorrow or anything. So we don't have to worry about that yet. And of course I will mention it a few more times as we get closer. Anyway, so moving on from that. So that's the reason that I've started to work out over this last week. So what I do is that at the moment I walk. Now, because I don't work out, I am trying to ease myself into it, because going from like 0 to like jogging for an hour is like really aggressive. So I'm trying to walk. So what I do is at the moment I just walk around my neighborhood. Now, I hate walking around my neighborhood, and the reason why is because everybody has a dog, okay? I am not scared of dogs. I am a little uneasy when a dog launches its face over the top of a fence and it's like several inches from your face and they're as big as you are. Little nervous about that, and I'm not scared of dogs. If that dog came over that fence and it attacked me, I would beat it to death with my bare hands and fight for my life, and I'm not scared to do that because it was that dog's stupid decision to attack me, okay? I'm not saying it's gonna happen, I'm just saying that that's what would happen if I got attacked. Not the point. So I don't like walking in our neighborhood. I really don't like it because everybody has a dog. They all lunge over the fence. It's constant barking, so you feel like the whole neighborhood's barking at you. I hate it. I hate it a lot. But the problem is I don't have a treadmill, and I have no way of working out inside my house, right? And so unfortunately, I have to walk outside. Now, eventually, I would love to get a treadmill, and it's on my list. But anyway, at the moment, I don't have access to it. So I walk in our neighborhood. So the other day, would it be yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. So I guess for Monday. So on Monday, I started my first solid week of working out. I think I started working out last week on like Thursday or something. So this week will be my first solid week of working out. So I was walking on Monday, and it's kind of cold for a lot of people. It's still snowing. In New Mexico, we don't get snow very much. We got a lot of snow this year, more than we have in a very long time, and I was very happy to get a real winter because the last few winters have been pathetic, and I hate that because I love the cold. And I want the more opportunities I have to wear my leather jacket and wear a beanie, the better. But anyway, so I was walking in it, but it was pretty chilly on Monday. And so I was wearing a beanie and I was wearing a sweatshirt, and I was, just walking with my headphones in and just, bopping around the neighborhood. Okay, well, it was in the afternoon. It was before I recorded, and it was like 2:30 or something. Well, apparently 2:30 is when some of the buses for like schools get off and come home, because the school bus came by and it didn't come by. I dropped off a kid, and a couple of kids rounded the corner as I was just walking up the street. with my headphones in and my sunglasses on, just walking. And I'm not looking like I don't look like a thug, okay? I don't have tattoos. I'm not incredibly threatening looking. I have a face that says if you talk to me, I will eat you alive. But that's more of because I have a depression and anxiety, which I've mentioned on my channel before, but so my whole aura is go away because I am usually incredibly nervous and uneasy when I'm outside and in public and with people and stuff. Anyway, not the point. So I was walking up the street, and this couple of kids rounded the corner. Well, this little girl, and I don't know how old she was. I don't know, like 7, 8, I don't know. And honestly, I don't really care because I wasn't even barely looking at her. I was walking up the street with my headphones in, just exercising, okay? And so she walks. Well, she looks at me and I noticed because she looked panicked, and she darts across the street to obviously what was her house. She knocks on her door, and again, I'm just walking still. I don't care. But she walks on. She nails on her door a whole bunch of times, and what I assume to be her mother comes out, and the girl is gesturing at me and making a big old scene about it, and I'm just walking and gestures I had tried to attack her or something, and her mom comes out with hands on her hips, and she's staring me down as I'm just walking up the street, and her face is all haha, caught you before you could molest my child right here on the road. So her mom was staring me down as I'm just walking, and she's yelling at her son who just rounded the corner, who was apparently, I guess they were siblings, and I guess he was lagging behind or something. And so her mom's yelling at her son to hurry up, and her son is looking at me too, he's scared of me, and the little girl is beside her mom, gesturing and pointing and whispering, talking to her mom, and it just pissed me off. I was so angry that I can't even walk down the road without being labeled as a child molester, as if her mom caught me, as if I was gonna jump her kids in the middle of the road or something. I'm just walking, lady, and it just pissed me off so bad that I was just walking, right? I don't care about your stupid kids. I don't care. I'm just trying to exercise to lose weight, okay? And it's just so irritating that, he's white and he has a goatee and he's wearing a beanie, therefore, and sunglasses, therefore he must be a child molester. I'm just walking up the street, lady. So it just pissed me off so bad. And then it got a little worse because I texted my family about it and thinking look how stupid this is. Look how and I was upset. So I texted my family after I got home and after I finished my walk, and I texted my family, and they were and only one of them texted me back, and it was very unconcerned. It was just just give them a pleasant smile and show her that you're not creepy. And I'm I shouldn't have to. And so I texted back a very pleasant sort of non-committal response because it's not her fault. I mean, I wasn't going to bite her head off because she wasn't trying to be mean. She was trying to help, but it just pissed me off. I shouldn't have to kiss this lady's butt to show her that I'm not creepy when I'm just walking. I don't owe her anything. It was her fault for walking out and staring me down like she was this angry mom that stopped me from molesting her kids, and I shouldn't have to prove anything to her. I'm just walking up the road. I get being safe. I get watching out for your kids, and especially in today's world, I get all that. But don't be so obvious. Don't treat other people like you're catching them doing something. You know what I mean? I'm not mad that the little girl acted that way. She's a little girl, okay? I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the fact that the mom comes out and stares me down with this scowl on her face, she caught me, she stopped me from doing something. That I'm mad about, because she could have just walked out and acted nonchalant about it, and could have just been come on son, hurry up, or whatever. She didn't have to make it a big deal, but she did by coming out and scowling and staring me down. So anyway, it was just annoying. I just wanted to share it with somebody because my family didn't quite give me the response I was after, and I just thought it was ridiculous. So I thought, for once, I had a story, and I wanted to share it. Anyway, and also I had a lot of fun staring at the Twilight girls, who I have a just ridiculous crush on. It's not the point. Anyway, I just thought I would share that story, and I'm sorry I got so heated and pissed off about it. It's just so irritating. It's just so irritating. Okay, so here's one customization here. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of them. Holy crap. Okay, we have this one, also pretty cool, and it's we're actually gonna get a version of this, but it's in gold. Okay, there's like a version where he's actually darker. And that's the... Okay, let's see. What else we got? Okay, there's like a multicolored version. It's pretty fun. Just a multicolored version without all the stuff. A lighter colored version. There's just a dark version with all like the sash. That's all pretty cool, but nothing we need. Any other companions? Whole bunch of vet customizations, really. Is any other better colors? I'm just curious now that I'm looking for other stuff. Okay, you got blue with like the head thing. Because I have the customization that they just offer, I tend to like a little more. Okay, that one's actually pretty cool because it keeps the blue but gives her some more markings, which I actually like a lot more. Anyway, not the point. So I like the customization that we're going to get more, but that's still pretty cool. And while we're here, we might as well talk to Kim. I now know who you remind me of, little Sith. His name was Orton Sella. He was my master's apprentice. Orton Kella, or Sella, also walked with the Nar Shaddaa assassin, a beast called Veshik Urk.
He must have been pretty powerful to tame such a wild animal.
Rude. It was not a compliment. Where Tulakor treated me as an ally, Orton treated Veshik as his animal. Veshik was once my greatest rival in the Order of the Shadow Assassins on Urkoop, but Sella, or Kella, stole his dignity and reduced him to a slaving monster.
I'm sorry you think I'm cruel. I didn't intend.
I mean, not to you, anyway. You have nevertheless made me a slave. Like you, Orton bound Veshik by force. Veshik had no choice but to accept his indignities. I don't know what happened to Veshik after I went into stasis, but I promise you, I will not be enslaved forever. He's so angry. Just like, Kem, relax, buddy. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be fine. Anyway. So, I'm sorry if I got really heated over that, over on my little story, but it's just so annoying to me, you know what I mean? That it's just, I mean, in some ways it's sad that in today's world that's how people act, but it's more annoying to me because no one ever feels sorry for the white guy who everyone treats like he's a rapist, you know what I mean? No one ever feels sorry for that guy, it's all just, you know, all the poor kids, or whatever. Well, guess what? Guys, we have feelings too. I have feelings too. I don't actually like being labeled as a child molester just because I have a goatee and I'm white or whatever the reason is. I don't like being labeled as a child molester, okay? I don't care about that girl or her brother or anything else. They mean nothing to me. I have no interest in children. Like, I'm just walking to lose weight, and it's irritating to me because no one ever feels sorry for the guy who got labeled as a child molester just because he's whatever. He's white, or he exists or whatever, or he's male, or whatever the reason is. It's just annoying to me, but it's whatever, and obviously it doesn't matter, but I still hate, that's why I hate walking in our neighborhood, because it's just, you just don't feel safe, and that's maybe the thing behind New Mexico in general, is you don't feel safe in New Mexico. Just being outside, like, no matter which part you're in. The overall feeling of New Mexico, in my opinion, is hostility. It's either hostility because everybody is very self-serving. Everyone is only ever considered about himself. It's the way they drive, whether you're in Walmart or you're just walking with people or you're on the road, everybody only ever thinks about him or herself in their own bubble with no thoughts to anyone else. So whether you're just walking in the neighborhood and someone treats you with hostility because I'm just walking down the road, or if I'm on the road and people are whatever, they're doing 25 and a 45 with no thoughts to anyone else on the road. Stuff like that. That's why I don't like this state. That's why I don't like living here. Because everyone is very self-serving, and you do not feel safe just walking. And I don't like that, because I used to live in Utah for a while, and you did feel safe there. You could go out. Overall, people were nice, even on the road. People in Utah drive incredibly fast, but it's not about you. They're not doing it to be crazy. They drive fast, but it's because they're in a hurry or whatever. They have a lot going on. But it felt safer, and I guess I miss that. I miss feeling safe and just going out, or not feeling like everyone's mean or hateful, and you don't feel that, unfortunately, and that's just the way it is in this state, and I don't ever expect it to change because people in this state are very stupid, but that's just sort of the way the cookie crumbles. But anyway, not the point.
I found the artifact.
Excellent. I trust Major Bessico was a good help. I've traced another artifact to Nar Shaddaa, but I'm still trying to locate the other two. I'll see what I can learn while you're on Nar Shaddaa. Now hurry. There can be no gain without haste.
Anyway, so obviously we spent a lot of time just talking recently over this last little bit, but it's not the end of the world. It's like, you know, occasionally you have something to say, and it's honestly a nice change of scenery, considering most of the time I just have to make up stupid commentary just because I'm just, whatever, killing enemies for the umpteenth time, or whatever the story is. So, honestly, it's kind of nice to have something to actually say for a change, and hopefully you guys don't mind. Hopefully you're not like, shut up and get back to the game. Anyway, because a lot of our games, it's hanging out together, more or less, and I like that. And I think that's fun, so, and I hope you guys do as well. Anyway, alright, we are headed to Nar Shaddaa now, and we are making good time, I feel like. I mean, we're in episode 3, and we're getting pretty far in Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is always the longest chapter of any story. Chapter 1 is always the longest, so it, like, speeds up the closer you get, pretty much.
Ah, apprentice, you've reached Nar Shaddaa safely. Good. Don't let the glittering towers...
I could only imagine, there we go, I was about to say the video will show up eventually.
...rule the slums below. And desperation can drive people to many things. Remember that in your attempts to recover the artifact here.
You believe I can use these people's hopelessness against them?
Their need for answers should serve you well. The artifact, a pendant called the Eye of Tulak, belongs to the Sith Lord Palladius. He's lived here many years, converting Nar Shaddaa's poor and suffering into zealous followers. His own cult.
He sounds like a very cunning man. I admire that.
Cunning, devious, persuasive, yes, and atrociously stubborn. Palladius leads his cult from seclusion, but you can draw him out. I've contacted 2 of his former cult members. They're in hiding now, fearing retribution, but hungry for revenge. They should prove useful.
How did you convince these fools to help?
I have encouraged their cooperation with the assurance that once Palladius is gone, the cult is theirs to lead. Circumstances change, of course. Do whatever you feel is necessary with Palladius and his cult. The artifact is all that matters.
There you go, kiddies. Alright, really quick, and I won't show this because, you know, it's like more of the same. But I'm gonna make a quick trip to the fleet and to get some more customization stuff for us before we hop on this planet, and I will see you guys in a minute because you guys don't need to see this, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. So, really quick, we're gonna talk to Kem right here. Also, this is his new customization, so it's just like that heavily armored one, but it's gold, which I like a lot. So, now he looks more menacing. He's actually back to his original colors. I think that's his original colors, but now he is gold. Now, the problem is, I don't have enough to buy our mouse droid. I'm really close. Like, I need 31,000. I need only 500 credits or something. So we're gonna talk to Kem because I'm pretty sure you get credits with like dialogue maybe, and I'm hopeful we'll get credits for this. So we'll see. And I'll read his dialogue. Ah, little Sith, I had forgotten what a delight it is to roam the galaxy and feast on its energies. Wow, positive for once. That's unlike you. I have not felt this full since the battles of Yin and Chabosh, when Veshik and I followed our masters into war and feasted on armies of Jedi.
I'm glad you're so happy.
I begin to feel my old strength returning. If I am happy, it is with the knowledge that I will soon be free. On Yin, the Jedi had laid siege on the Imperial stronghold. Tulak Horde broke the siege single-handedly, and then he pressed forward to Jedi-held Chabosh, leaving nothing but Jedi blood in his wake. I never lacked force to feed on in those days. Holy crap.
Continue to follow me, and I promise those days will return.
I doubt you will be able to live up to those words, little Sith. Still, when I fight at your side, I begin to feel like I did then, when Veshik and I fought at our master's sides and none could defeat us. See, he gripes, but he's happy. Dang it, I didn't get any money. Alright, I only have one other option. I don't know if this is gonna work, kids, but we're gonna try.
Anything you like?
Oh, that's almost it. Ah, do I have enough? Do I have enough? No. No, I'm like 20 credits away. Look how close. I sold all my med packs. Alright, hang on. There has to be something else I can sell. Let's see. I gotta find something that looks incredibly common. There we go. Maybe this is common. I don't know if you can even get credits for gifts.
Your money's always good here.
Alright, that was 60 credits. I think that's enough. Yes! Holy crap. That was ridiculously hard. Who would have thought? I sold all of my med packs. That was so stupid. But we did it, guys. We got our mouse droid. I'm so happy. Alright. There we go. We got our mouse droid. I sold one gift, which is no big deal. We're gonna get 1 million of them. But I had to sell all of our med packs, but we got it. How cute. Alright, anyway, I will see you guys back at our objective. Okay, here we are on Nar Shaddaa. So, funny story. After we got the mouse droid and we equipped Kemval with his new customization, I realized I didn't... Okay, so I hopped back in my ship and I was gonna go to our objective. Okay, well I realized that, as it turns out, you have to have a small fee of credits in order to be able to travel and, like, you know, use your ship to travel anywhere. Well, normally no one ever notices that, right? Because the fee is so insignificant and it doesn't matter. Well, it turns out when you only have 43 credits and it takes 300 credits in order to travel to Nar Shaddaa, it makes moving a little difficult because you can't travel. So what I had to do is I had to use, as you can see, I have 3 credits, and as it turns out, I had to hit this button, and I had to travel to one of my strongholds, and I had to hop inside. I had to travel to my stronghold on Dromankos because I didn't have the money to travel to Dromankos. I'm pretty sure. I didn't actually look, but I assumed I wouldn't. And so then I had to click on travel, go to Dromankos, kill some random enemies, and then when I sold the little junk that you get from them, and then I had barely enough to make it to Nar Shaddaa. So as it turns out, it's been a little bit of a journey. And who would have thought, right? Like, who does that happen to? That you spend your credits so exact that you don't have enough to actually leave anywhere. You don't have enough to travel anywhere. And obviously there's nothing to fight on the fleet. So I had to, it's been a journey, all right? Anyway, so now we are finally on Dromankos, and we are going to head to our objective here. Now, we are getting closer. We are getting pretty close to our time here, but that doesn't matter. We'll hit at least this first little objective, at least talk to the first set of people before we call it, just so we get at least our toes. You know, we dip our toes in Dromankos, or not Dromankos. It's on my mind. So we can dip our toes in Nar Shaddaa, and then that way we will be ready to do this planet when we come back. So I assume time-wise how this will work is we will do all of Nar Shaddaa probably, and then we will maybe start the next planet, and that I will offline tonight. I will hit Nar Shaddaa's heroics, so tomorrow will be better leveled. So that's most likely what will happen. Anywho, so we're gonna hop in here and talk to these guys about this cult and figure out what's happening. Turn them to our side, as it were. With Kemval's new customization, he looks so good.
Oh, Destress, dear brutish Destress. And Riley, so beautiful and intelligent.
Riley, my love.
You were like children to me, which is why it pains me to do this.
You can cut the act, Palladius. You never cared about any of your children.
We don't need a tyrant for a father.
Ah, well said. Marvelous last words. Truly, I expected nothing less, which is what makes this so hard. Now, if you'll excuse me, my other children would like to play with you.
I'll defend you, mostly because I need you. I need you to help me find the artifacts. I like how Kem is doing absolutely nothing. Stop attacking me, you little ant. We did it! And you guys got to see static barrier for the first time. As you can see, when it goes away, it just... Oh, it's this one. I was looking at the wrong one. Okay, so there is an upgrade that you can get it so when it dissipates, instead of just vanishing, it goes like it implodes, and so it does more damage to people around you, your enemies and stuff. It's pretty cool.
What have we here? The cavalry looks like. Appreciate the help, but I had it under control.
Show my master some respect, weakling, or I will be all too happy to consume you. See, he loves me.
Easy, Destris. This isn't some holo you're talking to. My lord.
Ah, Riley, my love.
You would be wise to follow her lead.
Of course, my lord. Sorry.
That's what I thought you
There
said.
was a lady Sith a while back, Darth Sash. Said she'd send someone to help us out. You it?
Palladius has something I need. And if helping you will get it for me, then yes.
Good, because it makes me sick to think Palladius is out there while I'm
Back up. I want to try... there was a middle option that I thought looked cool. Right to bow, blah, 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 blah. I want to see what this is.
I'm not going to help you.
Yeah, that's much more in character. That's better.
Of course that's what he meant, my lord.
Yeah, sure, either way. So long as Palladius is made to swallow dirt. Said we'd make a mighty sword and strike against our enemies? It was all lies. It was all lies. But you win the support of the poor, you knock Palladius's legs out from under him.
The masses will worship me by dawn.
Get him the way Palladius did. Find the biggest, most vicious gang on the block and crush them. Right now, the gang's the Kraits, named after the Krait dragon on Tatooine. Their leader, Sabin, thinks he's descended from one. Take out Sabin, and the masses will see you as a regular hero.
He'll need to be a dragon if he hopes to stand against me.
With all respect, taking out the Kraits wins you followers only until the next gang rises up. But there may be another way. A plague called the Rot afflicts the poorest of Nar Shaddaa's poor. But it can be cured, and the person who does so will be regarded not just as a hero, but as a prophet.
Prophet? Now that's more to my taste.
I'm glad you approve, my lord. The cure to the Rot is owned by Titus Neutronics. You'll have to steal it from their warehouse, then distribute it.
Okay, so obviously the dark side option here is to just kill people. However, my idea is I kind of want to do the other thing because being a prophet would be cool. But I like the sound of that, and plus I'm worried that she's kind of like I've never done it. I've only ever done this, and I think it might be worth getting a little bit of light side points just to see, because I kind of want to see it, and plus like. I do like the sound of being called a prophet, and I feel like my character would like that, so I think we're going to take the risk.
In this case, I'd rather be loved than feared.
Good, but be careful. The warehouse is heavily guarded, but if you can steal the cure and distribute it in the Corellian sector, you'll own the lower classes.
So it got some light side points, which is unfortunate, but I think it'll be worth it. Because I want to see what, I mean, I don't imagine anything crazy happens, but I do agree that it is better to be loved than feared, because honestly, oh yeah, I can't because we're inside. Anyway, because honestly, that fear only works so long, right? I get fear as a weapon, but long-term, love is much better, because fear will work, but eventually, even if it's thousands of years, eventually fear wears off, and eventually people learn to sort of think for themselves, eventually. And so, but if you're loved, people would follow you into hell if they love you. You know what I mean? People would take a bullet for you. If they're just scared of you, I mean, it'll wear off, right? So it is better to be loved than feared, because honestly, it's a better tool. So it's still like a dark side twist on it, but it is better to be loved than feared. It's better to have a cult that worships the grounds you walk on over a massive a mob that follows you because they're scared of your power, right? And that's just, I mean, I feel like that's got to be true. That's just the way I see it. I feel like that just has to be true. It's got to be true. All right, so we're going to take the speeder here and head to our first objective, and that's probably where we will call the episode, is after we get there. But yeah, I'm thinking we should try curing the Rot, because if I can get the masses to worship the ground I walked on, I think that would be cool. I've only ever killed killed people. And so I am curious to see if there's anything that's different. If I get the masses to worship me, which admittedly would be more in character, because my character thinks that she's pretty much a goddess. So if everyone else thinks that too, well, all the better. All the better. And, you know, and again, I don't think for a second it's going to be insanely different, right? I think the minute objectives are going to be different. You know, instead it'll be like, infiltrate the warehouse, and it'll be like, spread it to the people, but I honestly don't believe it's going to be like game-changing or anything. Anyway, level 24. That's pretty sweet. We did level up as soon as we arrived. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to line up here. We'll take a look at the map really quick. Yeah, it's back there. That's what I assumed. Anyway, let's go to our time. Yeah, okay. I think that's pretty good. Perfect. Well, this is where we are going to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed the content today. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. It's nice to have a story for a change. And hopefully you guys didn't. Hopefully it didn't piss you off. Hopefully you're not like, shut up and get back to the game, or retard. And, because, I don't know, I think it's fun to occasionally have something more important to say. Anyway, so right after this, I'll be recording part 1 of our B game. Of course, I'm going to do that computer stuff I mentioned. I'm going to shut off some things to see if we can improve my computer speed, and we'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to eat some dinner, and then I will record part 1 of our new B game, and I'll have to decide what that is, because I still don't know. Anyway, but yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, Darth Clark here. Oh my gosh, though, what an upset. Darius is like, forget your type advantage, scrub. And look at that stat line. Ooh, sexy. This is your chance, my dude. It's tear gas. Reznov, save me! Everyone's rushing. Let's rush too. You could say we're rushing to the objective? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna shoot your little toes. You think PETA's gonna come after me for just executing these monkeys for literally no reason at all? Shoot at me, so oh my gosh! Be careful what you wish for, kids. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.